And here we go once again, Q-Checks with the Morrigan project with my decorations. And today, I said I wasn't gonna do more stuff, but I don't have much to do, so right? So let's waste time, I guess. Today is going to be on Cancer for I'm gonna say it this way, but don't take it the wrong way. I don't believe in cancer. Okay, let's start with that. Why I don't believe in cancer? Because to get cancer, you have to do a junction. You have to do a junction of things to get it. It's not just you got it right away, right? You need to do certain things to get it, and it seems like elderly people are more likely to have severe consequences in regards to cancer, right? So I know it can be passed through genes as well. So the younger generation also have or are susceptible, right? But certain things you can correct within the genes using what I'm gonna explain. Maybe it will work. I can claim 100% a cure because, well, I'm not allowed, but you are more than free to try these tips that I have, and I have done some research here and there, but I don't have the credentials to say, oh, this is a cure. Oh, yeah, I can only suggest, and this is only for educational purposes and entertaining purposes, or entertainment, I guess. You choose to do with your lives as you please, of course. That's where free will comes in, right? Anyway, so if you summarize what we have done throughout the entire life, because how can the gene get damaged or mutate to become cancerous, right? So lung cancer, for instance, I'm gonna say it because I do smoke, not as much as I used to, but I do smoke. So for me to say that I have a cure, I can once again say I have a cure, but you can manage the symptoms and possibly get rid of it, possibly. But okay, let's put it this way. Throughout your life, you eat all kinds of things that are not supposed to go even into the body, right? So right off the bat, nutrition is one of the key points for not having cancer in the body. So so what should we do? Eat more vegetables, eat more of this, eat more of that. That's the problem. It's not about eating more of something. It's about having a balanced meal, right? So it's about having complete meals. So, for example, you wake up early in the morning, let's say around this time, or later, around 8, and you skip breakfast. So your body is going for 8 hours if you sleep that much. Let's say that you stop eating from 8 at night till 8 in the morning. That's around 12 hours, isn't it? So your body is going into a deficit from eating all day to all of the sudden not eating nothing. So the body is gonna be like, what the hell? And all of the sudden, at 8 in the morning, you don't eat breakfast. So that's another extra 6 hours, right? So you're putting your body in a stress mode, or what they call into a starvation mode. believe it or not, your body does something that you're not gonna like the word, but bear with me, cannibalism. So the body will feed from whatever, and it starts to feed from the inside out, basically. So it goes to the sources such as protein, fat, carbs, right? So the deposits that you have of fat that usually are in the stomach, the body accesses that as food. So the more that your body accesses this type of, how can I put it? No direct meal, but indirect meal, because it's very much eating your body, eating you alive. Anyway, that's a way to put it. But so basically what I'm putting, or what I'm saying, is not to leave the body on a starvation mode. Okay, so especially for the elderly, because you have bone density loss, you have mass density loss, all kinds of losses anyway. But eat properly is what I'm trying to get at. Eat properly, and I am 100% keen on eating right meals. So I know it seems like I eat a lot, but in essence, not really. Because if you eat a balanced meal, or a complete meal, as I like to call it, you are gonna spend a little bit of money. And you should spend most of your income in proper nutrition, so that later on in life, your body is not reacting to all the abuse that you have done through all your life. So some of the could be pollution. Yes, you can blame it on pollution, because it is. You can blame it on lack of nutrition, because it also contributes. Lack of activity, physical activity, exercise. Why exercise? Not necessarily to look great. That's a byproduct. But to have the blood circulate, right? So why you feel that you have cold feet, which most people have here in Canada because of the cold and blah 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 blah. Well, if you have cold feet, that's another reason for you to do exercise, so that the blood circulates throughout the entire body. What premises do I have to say all this? I did a personal training course. Of course, it's not a big deal, but it teaches you about eating right, about working out. And it's not quite about the workout, it's about the exercise, about the moving the joints, moving the legs, moving the arms. You're supposed to push, pull, bend, twist, row. And I believe I miss a few points, but who cares? You're supposed to do those movements, right? You're supposed to be able to do those movements. What happens if you cannot do those movements? Means that you probably went through an injury, or your body is no longer capable of twist. Most people have a problem doing the twist motion, right? But that is only because you haven't trained your body. So your body is now went through all the abuse. I like to call it like that, because sometimes we put the body into extreme situations, and later on we are wondering, why do I get pneumonia? Why do I get all this stuff that just doesn't make sense? If you follow a healthy lifestyle, you should be cancer free. You should have your blood pressure normal, right? That makes sense. If you work out, let's not call it workout, let's say you do exercise 2 or 3 times a week, that is gonna improve the quality of your health. It has been said by doctors and trainers. So that is part of getting rid of the cancer, right? Believe it or not, I don't, like I said, this is just for entertainment and educational purposes. But I truly encourage you to try these steps. If it doesn't work, don't blame it on me, because I mean, cancer is a serious condition that you should almost treat it as fast as you can. Not 2 weeks, no 3 months, no a year. Right now. The things that you can do right now to improve the quality of your health is exercise and eat properly. So aside from that, I just know a few things. The juice therapy. Here we go. Everybody thinks that is bullshit, and to a point it is. So, I know it sounds like cliche and sounds like bullshit, but if you don't do it right, it's what I'm trying to get across. If you don't do it right, any treatment, whatever treatment it is, it's not gonna work. So you have to target the cancer once again as something serious. Right away. Put it in your mind quick, fast, now. No in 3 months. 3 months you might not have. So the use therapy, follow it as the experts have said to do it. I don't consider myself an expert, but I do believe in certain components, because it's not just the food itself, it's the components that the food has, right? So for instance, they recommend to do the juice therapy on roughly 8 glasses of carrot juice a day. 8 glasses of carrot juice a day. Just carrot juice, no bullshit. No ginger, no sweetener, no bullshit at all, because it's your health. So carrot juice has what? Beta carotene, I believe, and it has other stuff like I forgot, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it has. I just know that the component that it has can help you fight the cancer alongside proper nutrition and proper exercise. The beet. I know a lot of people want to use the entire beet, but that's where you are wrong, because you're supposed to use a quarter of it. Just a quarter, because it's that potent, and it creates a lot of problems if you consume the beet too much. So you put from a quarter to a half a beet with the carrot juice, and it's supposed to move your liver. It's a fantastic drink for your liver. For if you are someone who was diagnosed with cirrhosis, which is in a form of cancer in the liver. In a form no, in a form yes. Well, I'm not gonna debate. I know it. I come from another country, and I know cirrhosis as a cancer in the liver. So you can do certain things in a certain way, and that will improve, hopefully, the outcome. Like I say, I'm not claiming no cure because technically I'm not allowed, but I'm talking about it because it's a lot of taboo out there. It's like you're not allowed to talk about these things, and it makes no freaking sense. You should be talking about it, and you should be making more research about it. So you're gonna tell me that a synthetic drug is better than a natural medicine? I'm gonna tell you, where does your medicine come from? Where the penicillin came from? Where the aspirin came from? You see? The vitamin C, vitamin A, K, I mean, all the vitamins. Those are found in food. So proper nutrition is key. I can't stress that more. Vitamin K, research what vitamin K is for. Potassium, no sodium, potassium is very critical for energy production, ATP and all that crap and blah blah blah. Anyway, I'm not gonna give you the whole explanation, but you need these components: vitamin K, vitamin A, vitamin C, all the vitamins, B complexes, right? Sometimes we are low in vitamin B, D, I mean all of them, right? So might as well get a multivitamin or a specific one such as vitamin K. So research is what I tell you. Go out there, do your own research, and do it properly. So I just know the use therapy for using carrots. Carrots, I mean, some people say there's sugar and blah 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 blah. As far as I'm concerned, the syrup or the juice that you come out of the juicing machine, press juicing machine, is as close as the human blood. It's as close as it's gonna get. Sounds gross. But if it's for my health and I know it's gonna save my life, I don't give a heck. I'll take the 8 glasses of carrot juice every day until you eradicate the problem. But remember, it's not just, oh, I'm just gonna have the carrot juice and that's it. Because then you're gonna say the people who are saying it are full of shit. And it's bullshit. So that's why I said to a point, it is. Because if you're trying to get rid of something such as cancer, and you're just gonna go through the chemotherapy, which is what the doctor is gonna give you, yeah, don't expect to get rid of it 100%. So although I'm not gonna say much, but anyway, it says it's supposed to be the most efficient way, which I disagree, because the chemotherapy lowers your immune system. So if you have a lower immune system fighting the cancer, see where I'm going? So my approach is boosting your immune system and have your immune system battle the cancer. So it's a little bit different approach, but you can take both the medical one and the natural one and combine it, merge with it. And you were the ones who taught me about faith. Well, I teach you about hope. To have a little bit of hope, that will work. To you, hope is a maybe. To me, hope is a second chance. So I'll leave it to you to do whatever the heck you want. But if your health is truly what you're looking for, you will take some of these steps and incorporate it into your life. One last one, two actually. Search about it. It's called potassium broth. Sounds like bullshit once again, and yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you don't do it properly. So if you're not gonna do it properly, might as well not do it, because you're not gonna get the benefit of the nutrients inside the juice. So search into it. Potassium broth, as Dr. whoever made it. I don't know the name because names I don't usually remember. I can remember more numbers and stuff like that, measurements, but names, please don't ask me. Some Dr. Schwarzer, I don't know. I can't really quote who is the doctor, but search into the father of juicing. Not necessarily on the other type of juices, the one specific for battling cancer and longevity, whichever way you pronounce it. The last one, which is mine, and please treat it as something delicate and something precious, because it is precious to me. And that is the rosemary brew. All right. Rosemary brew. It's not a tea. It's not a tea. You call it a tea, but it's not a tea. It's a brew. And it's a little bit potent. So be careful. That's the only disclaimer I can give you. Take a cup of water, a mug. A cup of water, a mug. I don't know how else can I explain it. A mug. Put some water and boil it past the boiling point. Means hot as F. Boil the water once again past the boiling point. Why? Because there is a component inside the rosemary which is supposed to help regenerate tissue, among other things. Which, once again, it sounds like bullshit. And once again, I'm gonna say, yes, it is. Because if you don't do it properly, you're not gonna get the benefits out of the remedies. Call it remedies. Remedies. These are not just a drink. A lot of people think the carrot juice is just a drink. It's a remedy. Drink it one after the other. I smoked since I left high school, and this is the time that I haven't got cancer yet. Not yet. Let's leave it as such, because some people, if not a lot of people, including my close ones, say that one day might. And I'll wait for such a day, because I'll dare the cancer. So that's me. I will treat the cancer my way, and it's my body, so I will treat it my way. But it's your body, so you can choose how you want to treat it. By the doctors, and I do recommend that you go to the doctor and follow their treatment. I'm not discrediting the chemotherapy, But the chemotherapy alone is much like doing the carrot juice all by itself. It's not gonna, well, it might help you, yeah, it might help the cancer cell in a particular spot, but then you're gonna have cancer somewhere else. Because the blood, as I was taught, has a memoric system and is capable of remembering. So now it's pretty much in your immune system or in your blood, right? I don't know exactly how it works, but that's what happens with certain infections. That's why you become immune over the years, unless, of course, there are other, unless the infection or the virus, I guess, mutates, then it's not the same virus, it's another virus, then you get sick again, right? Because your body can't really adjust. But follow, if you may, this is just health to the max. Because if it's cancer, once again, do it very quickly. Do it very quickly and whatever it takes. Because that's if you want to live more. If you don't care about your life, then by all means, do whatever. But the rosemary tea, let's go back to it. So start with a teaspoon. The small teaspoon is the small spoon. Tablespoon is the bigger spoon. So if you feel brave, go for the tablespoon. Boil the water past the boiling point, which rips the thing open and pretty much takes all the, how can I say, component. I can't quite remember the name of the component, but when the water is kind of dark amber, a little bit dark amber, that's when you take it. Now, if it goes a little bit on the black side, you might not want to take it. Okay? So, in terms of time, I will say boil the water past the boiling point, put the rosemary in the cup, pour the water in, put something on top so it steeps, yeah, I believe that's the word. So that is covered. And the saturation and blah 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 and all that, it will, make it more potent. And in about 4 to 6 hours, you come back and take it. Of course, I have been doing this for years, so I don't recommend you to do it that way. Because you might feel lightheaded, you might even puke because some people don't like the taste, or it's too strong, it's too bitter, it's too this, it's too that. I don't want it. But it's a remedy, like I say, it's not a drink. So if you have it once a day or twice a day, depends on how bad the cancer is, you might see noticeable results. I can't promise, because I won't give you, like he said, false hope, neither false faith. But only I can say is give it a try. Give it a try and do it properly. Those two things. Give it a try and do it properly. So with that said, thank you for watching. I hope you guys truly enjoy the content that I bring. It's from the bottom of my heart. I try to encourage you to do the same, not to copy, because that pisses me off. Not to copy my content, but be creative and make something new. Okay. With that said, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.